Hi, I'm Ellie, and this is my mum Sue. We're here to talk to you about the importance of our friends and family, as it's just over 2 years since me and my partner adopted our 2 daughters, Mia and Chloe. We've always been extremely lucky to have a supportive network of friends and family who have always been there for us, but I don't think I fully appreciated them until we started our adoption journey. In fact, their support is so important, it's actually one of the factors considered by the adoption panel when they approve people to adopt, so make sure you talk to them about your plans.
I'd always dreamt of having grandchildren, so to have 2 little girls as wonderful as Mia and Chloe is lovely. But it hasn't always been a smooth journey. When Ellie and her partner said they were looking into adoption, I was so excited for them, but I was also quite worried. Without any previous experience of adoption, I had so many questions. How long would the process take? How do children find themselves placed for adoption? Would I be allowed to play an active role in my grandchildren's lives?
Me and my partner had been so concerned with preparing ourselves for our adoption journey that we hadn't realised our family and friends also had their own worries and unanswered questions. So we found the most useful way to help them was to arrange a meet-up where our close family and friends met with another adoptive family from our agency. It really helped my mum to speak to other people who had gone through the process themselves and ask any questions or voice any worries she had.
Adopting became such an important part of our lives that when it came to speaking to the adoption agency, I was anxious. I didn't want to ruin Ellie's hopes of becoming a mum by saying the wrong thing. But as soon as we started speaking to the social workers, I realised they were just making sure I was supportive, and that when the time came, I would be able to be a supportive grandmother.
I don't think any of us realised just how long the matching process could take, but joining families that are going to be together for years to come is obviously going to take a lot of time and patience to get just right. And when it does happen, it's wonderful and well worth the wait.
It was so exciting. All I wanted to do was come round and meet our new family, but the family needed time to bond as a unit, and for a short period that meant letting the 4 of them be together without any distractions from family and friends. So instead, I got the lovely job of looking after their 2 rather excitable dogs while things settled. Oh, lucky me.
You definitely drew the short straw there, Mum. Sorry. Although we chose not to introduce our children to our family and friends for a few weeks, the help we received was amazing, whether it was looking after our dogs, picking up our food shop, or even dropping meals round so we didn't have to cook. Sometimes it's easy to forget how bringing a child into your life also affects your family and friends, especially when that child may have had a traumatic experience beforehand. Just little things like your friends turning up unexpectedly at your house can be stressful for an adoptive child who's trying to settle into their new surroundings. So it's important you guide your friends and family in the right direction so they too can prepare themselves, even if it's just an hour reading about attachment or about the issues for children today or brushing up on their own skills.
There are so many ways to help your loved ones. I know I found the Children Who Wait document especially helpful. And after speaking to other adoptive grandparents about therapeutic parenting, I soon realised my experience as a parent would be completely different to my daughter's. So saying, well, we used to do it this way, wouldn't be very reassuring to her. You were certainly a lot more prepared for parenthood than I was 34 years ago.
Oh, I don't know. You didn't do too badly, Mum. Adoptive children can have complex needs and all will have been through some kind of emotional trauma. Their experience of childhood will have been completely different to the one we may have experienced as children. So the expectations we have as adoptive parents will probably be a little different to our friends and family's children. Maybe with a lesser focus on academic success and instead more centred on how they're interacting with the people around them.
Not only do they have a new family, new school friends and social workers in their lives, they also have the family they left behind, who will always be a big part of them, whether the memories they have of them are good or bad.
Every child is different, and some children may still have some contact with their birth family after they've been adopted. This can sometimes be tough for family and friends to understand and sympathise with.
I think we can sometimes be a little too sensitive. You love your new additions so much you find it difficult to appreciate that they may also have another family. But it's important to understand that contact with the birth family will only have been kept because it's the best for that particular child.
It's a sensitive situation, so friends and family will need to be sympathetic and understanding if they find themselves in a situation where an adoptive child talks to them about their birth family unexpectedly. Family life can be tough, and not just for the child. Sometimes I just needed a shoulder to cry on, whether this meant going out for a walk with my sister or grabbing a drink after work with a friend.
It's important to remember, none of us are on our own. If you're having problems and don't know who to speak to, your adoption agency will be able to help. They will be with you throughout your journey and beyond, and there to support you if you need it.
But the love and support from friends and family is so very special. So be open-minded to this new adventure, which will ultimately make a huge difference to the life of a child who is desperately seeking the love of a forever family.